Alright, Middle-Aged White Guy Reacts back again today with another video for you. And in today's video, we are going back to some Walking Dead. And this is Season 11, Episode 4. Now, it's been, what, like a good 3 or 4 weeks since I've done one of these. The last episode I did, Episode 3, obviously, ended up being up for like 12 hours or a day or so, and then was blocked. So some people got a chance to see that one. Some people didn't, alright? I appealed. They released it for maybe another 12 hours after I figured out that it was blocked. So I appealed, or I disputed, I should say. I did not appeal. So I am not risking a copyright strike over that. Okay, so because I'm not gonna lie, the way I edited it, okay, it was pushing the limits. It was definitely pushing the limits. But I disputed it. They released the claim for about 12 hours. Or at least unblock the video, okay? Or maybe like another day, and then they have blocked it again. So it's currently blocked. You could see it on Rumble. If you go in my description, I always link my Rumble page. Everything I put here, well, not everything I put here, but content that I put here goes there as well. So the way I'm going to do this now is I'm probably going to show less of the show. I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to reduce the opacity. Maybe I will switch to this view every now and again. Not crisp and clear because the opacity is still reduced to 25%, but you can kind of see what's going on. So I might switch to that view every now and again if I feel like something good's going to happen. But I think we're going to keep it like this most of the time, unfortunately. You'll be able to hear what's going on. You'll be able to kind of see what's going on. So that's kind of where we're at. And I know it's not as fun. I get it. Okay, when you can't see exactly what's going on, and maybe if I don't really like how these are coming out, I'll switch back to the old way and I'll only upload them on Rumble. So I'll just skip the hassle here over at YouTube and just upload it right straight to Rumble, and you can just go watch it there. Let's go. Alright, we're back with Daryl and everybody. We're back at the beginning of the last episode. Ooh. Where's Dog, man? Where's Dog? He's barking, why ain't he biting? There it is. That's definitely a female, and I can't tell if those are crazy eyes or pretty eyes. It looks like she has very pretty eyes.
I never thought I'd see you again.
What? Who is this?
I saw you out on the road with the others. Who are they?
None of your business, bitch. Interesting start. All right, we could see Daryl and kind of what happened. I don't know who that woman is. Dog knew her. Dog knew her. Daryl knew Dog knew her. Did he have a relationship with anybody? Is there like a relationship that Daryl had that I'm not remembering? I don't know, but they obviously know each other. Dog doesn't know who he wants to be with, either this woman or Daryl. So, I mean, obviously Dog likes both of them. Interesting. Very interesting. Let's find out where that goes. Let's keep going. Poor Daryl, man. It's always him. Always him getting captured. Taken places. Waterboarding. God damn, man. Oh, brutal. Wow. Oh, man. My biggest fear, all right? Well, it's not my biggest fear, but the way I would hate to go out the most, okay? I think drowning would be one of the most awful ways to die, okay? The sheer panic, it just, ugh. Not a way I would want to go out. There's a million other ways I'd rather go than drowning. So a torture that simulates drowning but doesn't drown you is like the worst form of torture imaginable to me. I mean, yeah, there's much worse out there, but it's pretty bad, man. It's pretty bad. It just, ugh, couldn't handle that. Could not handle that. This is hard to watch.
Again! The others. Are they still out there? Hmm? Are they close? I ain't one of them. Bullshit.
Giving you enough time already.
Daryl's not gonna crack.
Said.
Daryl's not gonna crack. And if this bitch actually knew Daryl, she would know he wouldn't crack. You will have to kill Daryl before he tells you fucking anything. Come on now.
Go ahead, kill me if you want.
Yep.
I got nothing else to say.
Do it. I mean, don't do it. No, don't do it. Don't kill Daryl. But still, you're gonna have to. If you really want the information, first of all, you're not getting it. And second of all, you're just gonna have to kill him. Because he's not gonna tell you shit.
Should have never brought him back.
I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, you keep saying that.
Okay. So I don't think she is the leader, but she's definitely a higher up, because she said somebody that she has to answer to won't be as nice or as pretty or as whatever she said. So she's obviously a higher up, but not the leader. There's already doubt with the others about whether she could do her job. So they're already questioning her. That's going to set up a conflict at some point. All right, similar to that police officer who was leading that group at the hospital when they killed Beth. Like, she was being undermined, and Rick got there before that all could come to a head and killed her. But that's where that was going. And I think they're setting this up for something similar. At least it feels that way just by that comment right there. Obviously, she's been making moves that they haven't agreed with, and this isn't the first one. All right, let's go.
But nothing. Just because we shared a bag of grain does not make me give a shit about you. Understand? Whatever. You need to shut up. Leave me alone. Got it?
Yeah, I was right about you. Should have let you starve.
Nice.
Asshole.
Nice. All right, so he picked up on it. He picked up what he was throwing down. He's playing into it now. Okay. I don't know who Frost is, but obviously he's a part of either Maggie's or the Alexandria group.
God, he's here. He's angry. I'm angry. Do you feel that?
Oh, they're going to take that out on Daryl.
Go make them feel our wrath.
All right, that's obviously the leader. If you don't attack people at random and start killing them, they won't fight back, and they won't kill you in return, in retaliation.
What happened?
One of my brothers is dead. Michael Turner was his name.
His,
He fought all
his name was Robert Paulson. His name was Robert Paulson.
over the world together.
So ex-military.
Soldiers.
We were. And we went private.
PMC.
You didn't tell me you were a merc.
What does it matter? It was the same damn job. Not in a world like this.
Is that you talking or your family?
Like you've never done things?
Well, he's done things. Yep. Lots
I
of
know
them.
the thing. Anything. Because if you can't, I can't control my commander and what he will do next. He's angry about Turner. And he wants someone to pay.
There's a woman. She's the leader. They were speaking in code because I was an outsider. There's a tall, skinny guy. Never shuts up. And a priest who carries a shotgun.
That's their leadership.
Yeah.
Ah!
One of their soldiers slipped up and he was gonna go
Fuck.
after a dozen.
Daryl. God damn it, man. I don't like that. I don't like that he identified their leadership. I don't like that at all. Daryl would not have done that. I mean, he's trying to be vague. I get that. He just identified their leadership to her. You know, on the battlefield, and they're soldiers, so this is what it would be like. On the battlefield, you take out officers, all right? If you take out the chain of command, you know, chop the head off the snake, right? Everything else is in disarray. So now they know exactly who to target if you ever get into a confrontation with them, man. I don't like that. I don't know if Daryl would give them that information. I don't like that. I do not like that. Do not like it.
A priest who carries a shotgun.
And I'm not sure yet if I don't like it because I don't like that he said it, or if I don't like it because I don't believe the character Daryl would say it. Okay, if that makes sense. So like if I don't like that he said it, that's fine and good for the story. If I don't like it because I don't believe the character would say it, that's an issue. That's a problem. And right now, I don't know which way to lean. All right, I know I don't like it. And I'm pretty sure Daryl would never identify the leadership of that group. I'm sorry. He would get, you know, I understand him giving her some information right here, to smooth the situation. Not real. He wouldn't. I don't think he would give real information, and I don't think he would. Or he would be very vague about the information he was giving. Okay, which I think he's going to embellish a little bit, you know, talking about 36 fighters. I don't think Alexandria has 36 fighters right now. Maybe between the two groups. They have 36 citizens or whatever. For sure, they have way more than that. But as far as fighters, experienced, I don't know if they have 36. So this is, you know, he might lead them astray here. But I don't know. We'll have to see how this goes. All right, so I just looked it up. Daryl and Leah actually had a relationship in season 10. Now, if you remember when I started doing these reactions, I said that I rewatched season 1 through season 7. Okay, I didn't think season 11 was hitting Netflix until September because that's what originally was scheduled, and it came out in January. So I planned on watching everything to get to this point. Obviously, once I knew season 11 was out, it was very hard to try to watch episodes that I've already seen before when I know there's like 20 of them or 18 of them or whatever that I haven't seen. So, yes. He meets her in a cabin, and now I vaguely remember that. Met them in the cabin. That was near the end of season 10. And they had a little relationship. They lived together for a little while, and I forget, exactly what happened. But yes, okay. She looks different because her hair's not brown anymore. I believe her hair was brown. Okay, so we are caught up to speed on Daryl and Leah. She has actually been in this series last season. Nice. Okay. All right, let's go.
I'll have you moved out of here tonight, so you can be more comfortable.
Okay, so he kind of embellishes their strength and their numbers, which I guess is a good thing. I still don't like that he gave up the leadership. It felt like Daryl wouldn't be that specific, especially giving up Gabriel. Like, Gabriel's the big one. A tall, skinny guy who doesn't shut up could be anybody. A woman leader could be anyone. A priest with a shotgun is very fucking specific. Very specific.
Do what?
Freeze me out?
Not everything is about you, Leah.
I never said it was.
No. Because here we are, losing the day at tracking our enemy. Because you had to go on a fishing expedition with an old boyfriend.
They're obviously in a relationship right now. That's why there's contempt with the other members questioning her, because they kind of maybe feel like she's been put on a pedestal by him since this is his booty call. All right? Is at least what I think is going on right now. Okay, let's go.
Hey!
Oh, no. Oh, shit. Gas. Man, what the fuck?
Forged by fire. Ordained by God. Welcome him.
Oh, that's her initiation? Wow. Okay, that's their initiation, is they set you on fire and see if you can escape it, I guess. Okay. All right. All right.
I started to feel like you. Wondering where God was. Till he showed his face again. See, politicians, they had one last war to get behind. This time, coming for us. The bombs came thick and fast. They did not stop. Everything burned around us. When the fires finally died down, I looked at my people. Not even a scratch. And that's when I knew. We were the chosen ones.
Oh, you delusional fuck.
God chose you tonight. Look at you now, sitting right here. Are you hurt? Hmm? And it burns? I've been through worse before.
He didn't like that answer. He didn't like that answer. Like, dude, your test ain't shit, man. Your test ain't shit. You know, I've been through much worse than that and came out with no scratches. So, you know, did God choose me then? He's choosing me now with a little bit of fire. Really? That's it? Come on. He did not like that answer.
Your wounds are on your back.
Hope. It's been a rough day.
Just getting clarity. Sure.
Where were you when Turner was being attacked?
I was right there, just like I told you.
Uh-huh. Facing the enemy.
Yeah.
Today, God baptized you in that fire.
This guy's fucking nuts, man.
God doesn't only use fire as his baptism. It's also his wrath. We already chosen once.
You know what's messed up? Is that the guy that was fighting with Maggie and Negan and Alden in like that building? So he was fighting when he got wounded in the back. So he was following the rules, and then he carried the dead guy back with him. Ugh, this guy's nuts, man. All right. All right. Very slow episode. Very slow. They did a lot of character development, a lot of plot development, showing us an entirely new group, so I understand. Okay, it had to be kind of slow. I get it. I don't know. This one's kind of hard for me to grade. First of all, I don't think Daryl would have given up the leadership of our group like that. I'm saying that's not within the character of Daryl. I was kind of iffy on it. If I just didn't like it because it was a bad move, or if I didn't like it because I don't believe Daryl would do it. I don't believe Daryl would have given that much information. Now, they did have him come back and embellish the size of their group, which makes the Reapers a little bit more cautious. We've seen Daryl, though, be kidnapped by the other side and tortured constantly. The governor caught him and tortured him and made him and Merle fight. The Claimers, he ended up with them. They ended up whooping his ass when he tried standing up for Rick. So I guess that one doesn't really count. But the Saviors caught him, obviously, and tortured him and tried to, you know, get him to flip and incorporate into their group. And now he is caught and tortured and given the chance to join the Reapers. So this feels done before. This definitely feels done before. Do I like it better than the first episode? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think this is like a 6-3. I think it's like a 6-3. I mean, it's a good introduction to that group. All right, it just show how kind of nuts they are. But we know everybody's nuts at this point. This is what, a decade into the apocalypse, everybody has all sorts of PTSD and are all sorts of fucked up in their heads. So it's not a big surprise, okay, that this group's messed up. It's kind of cool to know that they were mercenaries and they were over in Afghanistan and all that stuff. So it's like they have like a history together and they're kind of been together since the beginning. Okay. The guy showed how nuts he was by, or how serious he was by being willing to kill one of his own at the end of the episode. We've seen that 100 times on this show. That shouldn't shock Daryl, so yeah, this seems like it's been done before. There was definitely a better... Why couldn't we have just had like a one-off episode without Daryl involved? He didn't have to be captured. You just wanted to keep kind of a main character in, because I don't know if you thought that these characters can carry it on their own, maybe. And you needed like Daryl to keep everybody interested and engaged, but I don't think so, man. Like, I think if you would have just showed this group and you could have had an entire episode with this group, gotten the same points across, and not involve Daryl in a third capture scenario and capture, torture, and it's done before. It's been done before, man. I think without that aspect, I could have liked the episode a lot better. And then I love Daryl. I love episodes that he's in, so I didn't mind Daryl. I thought Daryl was good in this episode. Besides that one thing, I don't think he would have done it. I believe that's out of character. So that's like a big, like as I'm saying, if you could have just removed Daryl at all in the first place, you wouldn't have had to put him in the position to make his character do something like that. You could have gotten the same points across about this group. You could have introduced us to this group. I think there was, the Pope is intriguing enough that he could have carried the episode. So I think there was a better way to introduce it without involving Daryl. Other than that, it's fine. I don't mind a slow episode. I probably wouldn't have put it this point. I mean, I see why they did it, because they just opened the last episode where they opened this episode, so it was a continuation. We kind of split off and followed Negan and Maggie and Alden, and now this episode we split off and we followed Daryl. I have a feeling next episode we're going to split off from that point and follow Gabriel or somebody else from that situation. So we're going to kind of get these timelines, congruent timelines, that they're going on at the same time, but we're just, and then we'll meet back up maybe towards mid-season and pick up from after this incident. That feels like what they're doing here, so we're going to follow all these groups through what happens after they get attacked initially by the Reapers, and then maybe by episode 8 or 9 or 10, they'll come back and we'll move on from the story from there, or maybe before that, and then we'll get a couple of what's been going on in Alexandria episodes, leading up to, the mid-season here. That's where I kind of see this season going so far. But it's an intriguing episode, for sure. Not the best, though, 6-3. 6-3. So I have to say, so far, this is the weakest episode of the season, because I've seen leaders burn their people before. I've seen leaders kill their people before. I've seen Daryl captured and tortured before. This is all stuff that I've seen throughout this series, so it wasn't anything special in that regard. But yeah, I guess that'll do it. That'll be the reaction. Middle-aged white guy is out. Peace.